All right. The February 15th, 2022 meeting of the Ways and Means Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Barnhart.
Here.
Ms. Barnhart is present. Mr. Brew.
Here.
Mr. Brew is present. Mr. Colby.
Here.
Mr. Colby is present. Chairman Delahanty.
Here.
Chairman Delahanty is present. Mr. Dondorfer.
Here.
Mr. Dondorfer is present. Mr. Mafucci.
Here.
Mr. Mafucci is present. Mr. Marionetti.
Here.
Mr. Marionetti is present. Ms. Roman.
Here.
Ms. Roman is present. Ms. Smith.
Here.
Ms. Smith is present. Ms. Vasquez Simmons.
Here.
Ms. Vasquez Simmons is present. Mr. Udelson.
Here.
Mr. Udelson is present.
Okay. We will now need to suspend the rules of the legislature for the purpose of prohibiting public in-person attendance. You have a non-debatable motion on your agenda, which needs a maker and a second.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
By Legislator Dondorfer, seconded by Legislator Smith. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Will Legislator Howard Mafucci now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Are there any speakers signed up for the public forum?
There is not, and there are no email submissions.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the minutes from the January 25th, 2022 meeting before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes at the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral number 22-0057, authorize the acquisition of interest in real property for the Stone Road Highway Improvement Project in the town of Pittsford.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Moved by
Second.
Legislator Marionetti, seconded by Legislator Brew. Is there any discussion?
Legislator Mafucci.
Legislator Mafucci, you have the floor.
Yeah, first, let me apologize. When I went to do the pledge, I went to put my screen up so I could stand, and I turned the computer off.
I understand it. You know
So
what? You gave it the old college try.
I really do apologize. So I just have a quick question on this referral through the chair to the administration, through the administration. Was there any resistance to any of these acquisitions?
Mr. Chairman, Tim Murphy is available to answer that.
Good evening. Through the chair, there were no resistance to any of the offers that were made for the easements.
Terrific. Thank you very much.
Is there any further discussion?
Legislator Vasquez Simmons.
Legislator Vasquez Simmons, you have the floor.
I wanted to declare my interest. I have relatives that are tied into the street.
Okay.
Preliminary.
you.
Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0058, amend resolution 420 of 2020 to increase the contract with Clean Harbors Environmental Services to collect, transport, and dispose of household hazardous waste to support the Monroe County Pure Waters Industrial Waste Program.
Moved by
Mr.
Legislator
Chairman.
Brew,
Second.
seconded by Legislator Smith. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Mr. Chairman, this is Legislator Brew.
Yes.
Just a meeting heads up. It's very difficult for me to hear Deputy Clerk Keofit Lacey. I'm not sure if any of my fellow legislators or staff are experiencing the same thing, but I'm wondering if his volume might be able to be turned up just a bit.
I'll move a little closer.
Okay, thank you, legislator. We'll make sure we adjust that. All right. So now we're going to start with the next item.
Referral number 22-0060, authorizing any municipal agreement with the town of Kendall and the town of Hamlin related to the Lake Ontario Resiliency and Economic Development Initiative, READY, Kendall Ready Wastewater Infrastructure Project.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Smith, seconded by legislator Dondorfer. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0062, authorize the creation of 7 new positions, 5 upgrades, and 1 reclassification in the Public Defender's Office, and the creation of 9 new positions in the Conflict Defender's Office as part of Year 4 funding of the statewide expansion of the Hurl Hearing Project Grant.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Moved by legislator Dondorfer, seconded by legislator Colby. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0063, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services for the 2021 Paul Coverdell Forensic Science Improvement Program, Monroe County Crime Lab.
Moved
Move
by,
it, Mr. Chairman.
moved by legislator Colby,
Second.
seconded by legislator Marionetti. Is there any discussion? Legislator Brew?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, I did not have any questions.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0064, authorize a contract with the University of Rochester for a Monroe County Emergency Medical Services Medical Director.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Marionetti, seconded by legislator Brew. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0065, authorize a contract with Villa of Hope for juvenile justice therapy services.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Brew, seconded by legislator Smith. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0066, approve a public employees blanket bond for the Genesee Finger Lakes Regional Planning Council.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Smith, seconded by legislator Dondorfer. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0067, authorize the annual contribution to the Genesee Finger Lakes Regional Planning Council.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Dondorfer, seconded by legislator
Brew.
Brew. Is there any discussion?
Legislator Mafucci.
Legislator Mafucci, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration, was there a reason for the increase in funding, in the cost, actually?
Mr. Chairman, we have Pat Gooch available to answer that.
Through the chair, this is Pat Gooch from Planning and Development. The increase is due to the budget of GFL increasing for the next year. They haven't raised rates since 2002, and accordingly, they believe that it is time for an increase in funding to be commensurate with the salary and other issues that are going on with GFL.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0068, acceptance of a grant from the Genesee Transportation Council for a land use project.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Moved by
Second.
legislator Smith, seconded by legislator Marionetti. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0069, amend the 2022 capital budget and bond resolution 455 of 2021 to provide an increase in funding and authorize a contract with ML Cacomized Electric Corp. For construction services for highway lighting rehabilitation Southeast 1 project in the towns of Penfield and Perrington.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Moved by legislator Marionetti, seconded by legislator Brew. Is there any discussion? Go ahead.
I'd just like to declare my interest.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Is there any further discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0070, authorize an intermunicipal agreement with the town of Greece for sidewalk installation in conjunction with the Highway Preventative Maintenance Number 9 project in the town of Greece.
Moved by legislator Brew,
Second.
seconded by legislator Smith. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0071, amend resolution 168 of 2021 to include an option to renew the contract with Tribe Ecotherapy LLC for the provision of a mental health program as a holistic option for veterans struggling with mental illness for the Monroe County Department of Veteran Services.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Smith, seconded by legislator Dondorfer.
Mr.
Is
Chairman,
there-
I'd like to second this as well.
Okay, seconded by legislator Mafucci as well.
Thank you.
Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0072, acceptance of a grant from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services for the CARES Act Provider Relief Fund, HHS Stimulus Phase 4 to address the financial impact of COVID-19 at Monroe Community Hospital.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Moved by legislator Dondorfer,
Second.
seconded by legislator Smith. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0073, authorize a contract with Sealer Engineering PC to provide professional consulting services for the Monroe County Department of Public Health.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
There you go. Second.
Moved by legislator Brew, seconded by legislator Marionetti. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0074, authorization to settle a lawsuit in New York State Supreme Court, Monroe County Index number 12017003712.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Marionetti, seconded by legislator Brew. And just want to address the committee. I believe both caucuses have been made aware that the administration will be reaching out to us and briefing us on this issue, on this matter, before we get to the full legislature. And just wanted everyone to be aware of that. Okay, is there any discussion? All right, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0075, authorize an intermunicipal agreement with the City of Rochester Police Department for traffic control services at Frontier Field.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
second,
Moved by legislator Brew, seconded by legislator Smith. Is there any discussion?
Yes, Chairman, Legislator John Dorf, I just would like to declare my interest.
Thank you, legislator. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
aye,
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0078, amend the 2022 through 2027 capital improvement program and the 2022 capital budget to add a project entitled the Children's Pavilion at Highland Park, authorize financing for the project, and authorize contracts with the Highland Park Conservancy, New York State Dormitory Authority, and the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation.
move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Smith, seconded by legislator Dondorfer. Is there any discussion? See none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0079, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services for Upstate Family Defense, Child Welfare, Quality Improvement and Caseload Reduction, and authorize the creation of one new position in the Conflict Defender's Office.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second,
Moved by legislator Dondorfer, seconded by legislator Smith. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
aye,
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0080, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Office of Mental Health for a mental health block grant system of care award.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Brew, seconded by legislator Marionetti. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
aye,
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0081, amend resolution 15 of 2021 to accept additional funding from Health Research, Inc. and extend the time period for the epidemiology and laboratory capacity COVID-19 enhanced detection program.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Marionetti, seconded by legislator Brew. Is there any discussion?
Legislator Barnhart.
Legislator Barnhart, you have the floor.
So this funding goes through early 2023. So for another year, if COVID becomes endemic, how do you anticipate using these funds? It's my understanding that things like contract tracing have been winding down.
Mr. Chairman, we have Mike Sayers from the Health Department.
Thank you.
Through the chair, this is Mike Sears from Public Health. While we're still continuing to do testing for the foreseeable future and vaccinating is waning down currently, but we're still reviewing how we're going to use all of the money for the contracts that have been used in the past. One of which is a lot of communication effort going into the future. Reference the pandemic, if it does change over into that way, as you said, endemic. Currently, we've used this grant for our 211 contract. We've used it for mobile testing through ultra mobile imaging. And we have used it, as you've already indicated, for additional nursing services. So at this point, we're kind of still in the decision process of how it's best to be applied for the future contracts based on how COVID-19 changes. So we're working that within the department. And as we develop those contracts, we'll be coming back to the honorable body to further put it up for review.
Through the chair to the administration, and thank you for that answer. Could this funding be used for things like PPE or rapid testing or the rapid test kits for distribution?
Through the chair, yes, it can be used to support testing and vaccination efforts. And it's my understanding that it can be used to purchase additional testing equipment. So yes, we are looking into that. So to my best of my knowledge, yes, that is true.
Thank you. All set.
Thank you, legislator. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0082. Authorize scheduling and holding a public hearing, approve the submission of a grant application to, and authorize the acceptance of grant funding from the New York State Office of Community Renewal for the Community Development Block Grant, CARE Act, for the preparing, preventing, and responding to the coronavirus as a matter of importance.
Move it, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Moved by legislator Brew, seconded by legislator Smith. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Item carries. All right. There being no other matters, the February 15th, 2022 meeting of the Ways and Means Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Ways and Means Committee will be Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022 at 6 p.m.